Well, hello there. It appears you've come to this very spooky place to find the scariest Sega games of all time. Well, don't worry, I have got you covered. We have a whole week of only the scariest Sega games there is. Welcome to the Sega Slayer 64 Week of Halloween, and it all kicks off with today's entry into the Week of Halloween, Decap Attack, the scariest Sega Genesis platformer you have played. Hey Slayers, and welcome to the scariest Sega Genesis game you will ever play, Decap Attack, starring Chuck D. Head. Released in 1991 by Sega, of course. It's also published and developed by Sega. Now, this title, I love it, okay? And the first thing I'm going to tell you I really love about it, it's so interesting in that, again, it's another one of these Halloween, it's a Halloween game, of course, you know, Week of Halloween, welcome to the Week of Halloween, you probably saw that spooky intro, but anyway, it has a beautiful art style, right? I love the way this game looks, it's beautiful, it's like, this like beautiful type of spooky, old-timey cartoon drawing, like something like the Addams Family, if you ever watched that cartoon, that's what it reminds me of. And I love that. And you know, it's another one of these it's another one of these kid chameleons, you know what I'm saying, where it's on every Sega Genesis literally every Sega Genesis collection there is, but not enough people talk about it, right? And I don't know why. It's a very interesting title, and you know, Sega hasn't, as far as my knowledge goes, there's never been another release of this game. Although I think I heard a long time back that they were developing like a 3D platformer of the game, but it never got done. I don't know why Sega just refuses to care about this game, but it's puzzling. But it's the first entry into the Week of Halloween, and I was like, I knew I had to do it. I knew I had to do it. What better game to do than one of the scariest, if not the... Now, when I say scariest, I don't actually mean it's scary. It's not scary, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is a Halloween-based, like, type of horror-type game. And one of the things I love about this game, I really love the music style. It almost reminds me of, like, Super Nintendo music, if I'm being honest. Now, this was, like I said, 91, and it's, you know, by this time, you know, it probably got overshadowed. It was going to, you know, almost certainly get overshadowed. Sonic 1 came out that year. The Super Nintendo came out that year, so, you know, everything was basically getting overshadowed that year by something else. But essentially, how this game works is almost similar to something like Mega Man. You go through, it's just a normal platform, but you go through, and, you know, you kill enemies. You have a normal, like, attack, which is basically where your face comes out of your like wrapping, because you're like some type of headless mummy, but you're like, your face is on your chest basically, and it comes out it comes out of your cloth, right, out of your mummy wrapping, and it's essentially so scary. It's so scary that it literally just kills your enemies, literally, no lie. And you have all these potions, right, and each one of them does something different. Like if you, well, that's not the button you press to click one, but if you click a button, it'll tell you what it does. It says you can ask about it. This will wipe out every enemy in sight. We don't want to use that one yet. This one here, one sip of this and you'll move faster and jump higher. And then we have this one, which will, one sip of this will extend your reach and strengthen your punch. You see? So you have a lot of options here when it comes to like what you want to use. Those are just coins you collect. Hang on to this one. You won't believe what it'll do when you complete this round. I don't know what it'll do, but you have lives, and you have, you know, you go through and you collect these different potions, and you know, they help you during the gameplay to some degree. They're not like big additions or anything, and I really did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Oh, come on, really, dude? Twice? Okay. And they're not, as I was saying, they're not really like big additions or anything. They don't really, you know, they're not like they're making you invincible or anything, but they do help you get through the stage, and they can be a big help. Now, you can find this one power up, which I really like, and it's like a skull, and essentially what it does is when you use your punch or you scare people with your face, there's a skull on top of your head, and it essentially, it extends your punch to a far away, like to a far away, I guess a farther distance, I guess how you would explain it. One of the things I really like about this game is it's very fast, you know what I'm saying? Every platformer on the Sega Genesis was always trying to go fast in the early days, just to show off how fast the system truly was. And like I said, this game is beautiful right here, right? You clearly see the graphics. I like how that little like funeral home thing plays when you die. You guys probably couldn't even hear. You start out with 3 lives. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, this is another one of those Sonic. Remember when I told you every platformer and game after 1991 wanted to be just like Sonic, so they all had multiple acts of each level? This is another one of those games. There are 2 acts per level. No, there are 3 acts per level, but the 3rd act has a boss. Everyone wanted, you know, that Sonic, the piece of that Sonic the Hedgehog magic. So everyone had acts for their levels, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Nothing new. But it is interesting nonetheless. You know, I don't mind acts when they're not annoying, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they... Oh, really? This game can get difficult, but I don't mind multiple. Some people hate multiple acts per level in games. Some people love it. I really don't care either way, you know what I'm saying? The way I see it, more acts equals... Really? Now, you can take a total of 4 hits before, you know, death, so keep that in mind. And those little guys with the arrows I hate the most. That's why I said that skull is really important. You see, there it is. As soon as I get it, see, it essentially extends your reach, and you can call it back, and it still will hurt enemies when you do call it back. Please get up there. Oh, no, 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 no. The death animation can be kind of long. It does kind of drag itself out. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, this game is definitely worth a while if you're looking for a spooky Sega Genesis game to play this Halloween. Well, I want to see if I can... please... Okay. You can take 4 hits before, you know, it's game over and die, and you start out with 3 lives, and I think I'm going to use one of those potions here, because... You ever go on YouTube and see those to be continued compilations? You know that. That's what would play right now. That's what's gonna play right now. You know what I'm saying? Just one of those to be continued things. I'm not actually gonna play one, but that's what should play right now. Oh no, we actually made it past it. Okay, I'm actually really good. Now let's see if we can get us a potion to help us out here. No, don't do that. Oh, and I also forgot that you see the guy down here, the dude with the green hair and the suit. He is the doctor. He is the guy who essentially made you in his lab. That little green guy down there is his assistant, and he's very ugly. If I'm being honest, they're both creepy. They're 2 creepy dudes, and you know you wouldn't want to meet them in real life, now would you? This will freeze enemy movement for 10 seconds. Well, we don't want to freeze enemy movement. We kind of really want to heal ourselves. What is this going to do? This will make you immune to attacks for 10 seconds. Yeah, we'll use that. Hop. Let's just kill everyone. Oh no. Dude, please don't be back. No, I can't make it up. Did I mention enemies respawn in this game? That might make some people angry. Does kind of make me a little bit angry too, but you know, it is what it is. But altogether, this is just like a fun little title that I want to see if I could beat the level for real quick. But it's a fun little title that you could just sit down and play. And some people might get more time out of it than others. I personally can sit here and play it for a while. It's really fun. And once you get the hang of things, and once you realize that, hey, it can be kind of hard, it starts to become a lot more fun than what you think it would be in the beginning. Please get up there. Okay, well, we're gonna try this, because you can stand on the trees too, or sometimes you can stand on the trees, I guess. Other times you can't. It's really just kind of a mixed thing. I don't know when you can. Also, sometimes you have this little glide, right, that'll help you out. So you have this little glide that you can use to your advantage sometimes. So yeah, I made it up. And you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the safe route here. We're gonna just go ahead and save state right there. The Ghost Star Moon, boom. We beat level 2. So we beat Act 2, and you can see I want to show you real fast. There's an Act 3. You know, there's a little Act 3. Some people that might bother, some people it might not. To me, Decap Attack is a 10 out of 10. And before we move on to prices, I'm going to go ahead and tell you where you can play this at. First off, it's just about on, again, it's another Kid Chameleon. It's on literally every, and I really mean every freaking Sega Genesis collection out there. There's not a Sega Genesis collection I don't think I've ever played that doesn't have this game on here. You can also emulate it, and there is also a Sega Forever version on mobile. Be that as it may, you know, I personally wouldn't recommend it. If you haven't seen my video about, you know, the problems with Sega Forever and their mobile ports, go back and go watch that, and you'll learn why. But essentially, yeah, you can play it that way if you want that option. On mobile, though, the best way to play it, I guess I would say emulation. But you know, you do what you want, but you can choose. You can play, if you really want to play the Sega Forever version, you can. But yeah, this can be had on the 3DS as a standalone title. It could at the time be had on the Wii. It probably could be had on the Wii U. It's on a lot of things, essentially. It's widely available. You won't have any trouble finding this. But if you want a physical copy, I got you covered. Stay here in a second, and I'll be right back with the prices for physical copies. Here we go, and we're back. As you can see, there's a nice little box art. I like it. Some people might not like it. I like it. It's a very Halloween type box art. Now, you can see the game goes around $14.25 and it receives around 2 sales per week. A complete price will run you about $30, essentially, or $29.87, but you might as well just round it off and say $30. 2 sales per week again. A new copy is going to run you around $87.49, which is outrageous, kinda, and it runs you around 2 sales per year. A manual is going to run you $11.18, and a box is going to run you $8.34 for anyone who already owns the game and wants to complete the set with a box and manual. That's why I tell you the prices of the box and manual. Some people might be like, why do you say the prices of the box and manual? Just in case somebody already owns the game and is like, well, you know what, I want a copy of the you know, the manual on the box. But essentially, that's it. Decap Attack, right? I love the fact that it uses the early Sega Genesis box art. I mean, it is a 1991 game after all, but I love early Sega Genesis box art. Like, I love it. Now, for prices, Amazon, you're going to be looking at around $7.99. eBay, you're going to be looking around $10. And price charting, you're going to be looking around $12.15. This is for a loose price. Now, obviously, the place to go would be Amazon in this situation. For a complete price, eBay's got you covered with a $25 price mark. Amazon and price charting, there are no prices to pick from, and no one seems to have a new copy for sale, but that's usually never true. I definitely recommend you go check eBay for eBay, because there's always going to be a new price one there somewhere. It might be outrageously expensive, but it might be there. You can see the release date. It is one player. You can see the release date is January 1st, 1991. So literally, you can technically say it was developed in 1989 and came out in January 91. It's not, so I guess you might consider it a Halloween game, you might not. I consider it because it is, you know, clearly scary themed. But yeah, it's a January 1st, 1991 release. That's really gonna do it for this video. I've been the world's coolest. I mean, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that would be really awesome. We're still trying to reach 200 subscribers, and we're actually getting really close. Remember, leave your suggestions down in the comments below for any more Halloween. I'm open for Halloween games to play all throughout the week of Halloween, and except Saturday, because I already have Saturday's game chosen, and I already know what we're gonna play on Saturday. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. I've been the world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and until next time, have a spooky one, Slayers.